The student bends over his paper, pencil scratching across the page. A slip of the hand mars the line. He doesn't panic. Instead, he pulls from his desk, not a tool of rubber or plastic, but a piece of stale bread. For centuries, this was the eraser. Balled-up crumbs pressed and rubbed across graphite or charcoal to lift the marks. Crude, messy, but effective enough. Bread was the standard solution to human error in writing and drawing before the invention of modern erasers. The story of erasers begins with the rise of the pencil itself. Graphite was discovered in England in the 16th century, and soon pencils became common tools for writing, sketching, and technical work. But with them came mistakes. Artists and scholars needed a way to remove marks, and bread sheep, porous and absorbent, fit the role. Balled into small lumps, stale bread rubbed across paper would pull up graphite particles. It wasn't perfect. Crumbs scattered across the page, and the bread quickly lost effectiveness. Still, it was far better than scraping away errors with knives or pumice stones, methods that damaged the paper. This practice endured for more than 2 centuries. Until the discovery of rubber, then called caoutchouc, from the indigenous South American word meaning weeping wood. Europeans had encountered natural rubber in the 18th century. It's brought from the Amazon, where it was already used for waterproofing and tools. Its strange elasticity intrigued scientists, but its practical uses were limited. That changed in 1770 when Edward Nairne, an English engineer and instrument maker, accidentally picked up a piece of rubber instead of bread to erase a pencil mark. To his surprise, it worked flawlessly. The porous structure of rubber gripped the graphite particles far better than bread, and unlike crumbs, it could be reused again and again. Nairne quickly began selling small cubes of rubber as erasers, though at a steep price. Rubber was rare in Europe and prone to spoiling. It hardened, crumbled, or rotted. It wasn't until Charles Goodyear discovered the process of vulcanization in 1839, treating rubber with sulfur and heat to stabilize it, that rubber erasers became durable and affordable. By the mid-19th century, they replaced bread completely as the tool of choice for correcting mistakes. The transformation was so complete that the word eraser became synonymous with rubber. Erasers were soon mass-produced, attached to pencils, and marketed to students, artists, and offices. The humble act of correction was revolutionized, making the pencil and eraser an inseparable pair. Yet the bread eraser was not forgotten. In fact, its legacy lingers in art techniques. Some artists still use kneaded erasers, pliable, dough-like erasers that resemble bread in both texture and use. These can be molded to fine points or broad surfaces, echoing the centuries-old practice of shaping crumbs to the task at hand. The history of erasers illustrates how small accidents can reshape everyday life. A piece of stale bread sufficed for centuries, until one moment of chance revealed a better alternative. What began as an improvised solution became an industry, and today billions of erasers are produced annually. From the iconic pink school variety to specialized tools for artists and draftsmen. The next time you rub out a mistake, think of the generations who relied on stale loaves to do the same, and of Edward Nairne's lucky accident. When bread gave way to rubber and history was rewritten, one erased line at a time.